It's Friday night. You just got home from school or work. You hop in the car with your parents, or grab your bike, and head to the one place everyone went, Blockbuster Video. Row after row of VHS tapes and DVDs, that familiar blue and yellow logo glowing through the evening. It wasn't just a video rental store. It was a ritual, a piece of childhood. But within a few short years, that empire would collapse. This is the story of the rise and fall of Blockbuster. Welcome to the Rise and Fall of, the channel where we uncover the stories of legends, empires, and icons that shaped our world and then disappeared. If you love true business stories, nostalgia, and cautionary tales, hit that subscribe button. Our story begins in Dallas, Texas, in the year 1985. A man named David Cook, a software engineer, opened the very first Blockbuster store. His idea was simple, but brilliant. Most video stores at the time were small, mom-and-pop operations. A few shelves, handwritten records, and limited stock. Cook brought technology into the mix. With custom-built inventory systems, Blockbuster could track thousands of titles in real time. Instead of 300 movies, they had 8,000 to 10,000 per store. Families could browse everything from The Lion King to Die Hard. The business exploded. Within just 2 years, Blockbuster had gone public. In 1987, Wayne Huizenga, the billionaire behind Waste Management Inc., bought a majority stake. Under Huizenga, Blockbuster transformed into a corporate juggernaut. New stores were opening at a rate of one every 17 hours. And not just in the US, it was expanding globally, UK, Canada, Australia, and more. By the early 90s, Blockbuster had become a weekend tradition for millions. There were even Blockbuster-exclusive movie releases. And, later, an actual Blockbuster Awards show featuring stars like Will Smith and Sandra Bullock. It wasn't just business, it was pop culture. But in the shadows, a storm was coming. In the year 2000, a small startup called Netflix made an offer. Buy us for $50 million. At the time, Netflix was just a mail-order DVD service. No streaming, no original content. Blockbuster's executives, confident, dominant, laughed them out of the room. Their CEO, John Antioco, reportedly didn't see any threat. People like the in-store experience, they said. They weren't completely wrong, but they were dangerously slow to adapt. By the time Blockbuster tried to launch their own DVD by mail service, Netflix had already built a loyal subscriber base, and Netflix wasn't standing still. They were preparing for the next evolution, streaming. The 2000s brought massive changes. Internet speeds were increasing, DVD sales were slowing, and streaming, once a novelty, was becoming mainstream. Netflix began shifting its focus from physical DVDs to delivering content direct to your screen. Blockbuster, meanwhile, was struggling. Its late fee model, once a major revenue source, had backfired. In fact, late fees made up over 15% of Blockbuster's income. But customers hated them. Netflix's subscription model was simple: no late fees, no hassle. By 2007, Netflix had launched streaming. Blockbuster tried to respond, but it was too late. Internal drama didn't help either. Antioco, the CEO, who tried to modernize the company, was pushed out in 2007. New management doubled down on retail, and in 2010, Blockbuster filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, from 9,000 stores to just one. The last Blockbuster, in Bend, Oregon, still stands today as a nostalgic relic, a museum of what once was. So, What went wrong? It wasn't just Netflix. Blockbuster had all the resources to dominate the streaming era. They had brand recognition, they had customers, they had capital. What they lacked was vision. Their executives underestimated a digital future and overestimated the loyalty of a generation that was moving online. They weren't beaten by a better product. They were beaten by innovation and by their own unwillingness to adapt. Netflix is now worth over $150 billion and produces global hit shows like Stranger Things, The Witcher, and Squid Game. Blockbuster? It's a meme. But it's also a lesson. Never assume dominance equals invincibility, and never get too comfortable. This was the rise and fall of Blockbuster, a story of growth, glory, and downfall. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, drop a comment, and tell us, which company should we cover next? And don't forget to subscribe to The Rise and Fall of, where every empire has a story.